now.
All right. Welcome to the show. Let's look at this. We say the things to dispel impurity and regain our confidence in our authority. We want you to open all eyes wide shut, give it to you in a raw, unfiltered, uncut. From mental health to black wealth, we dismantle indoctrination by having the hard conversation. Some topics you may dispute, except the ones you shouldn't refute. We must continue to buy black, get our dollars and our communities back. Inspired by our great late brother Harold Davis. Good morning.
Yes. Yes, good morning, Dr. K. This is Minister P, bringing you peace and reality. It's a good day in our community.
Yes, sir. Good to be back. Good to be back. All right. Mr. P, we're going to just freelance today and talk about some different aspects of that's going on today as reference to involving us in the aspects of law. We have a lot of different things going on, a lot of distractions happening. So, we try to stay focused as much as we can, but, it's always things that is put out there for people to gain some type of celebrity status or to gain some type of popularity. And I want to put a disclaimer out there in reference to this show. We're not looking for popularity. We're looking for solutions. And we're looking to gain problem solvers, become problem solvers.
That's right.
So, Mr. P, what do you think about the aspect of reference to law, as reference to what we're dealing with now as we look at this pandemic? How do you feel about some of the laws that may be taking place, or may be coming about
Well,
in your future?
first of all, let's address this pandemic. I mean, this is a worldwide social crisis that we are experiencing here in the year 2021. This is I started to say it's unprecedented, but this has happened before. But this is a worldwide thing that's happening to everybody at the same time, and unless we get it under control real quick, it can get out of control. So therefore, they are putting down standards, conditions, and laws that's going to help us, as they say, quote unquote, move back to some form of normality. And I'm all for that. I'm all with that because I think as people move together in unity in one direction, and that direction is getting better, becoming our best. Unless we all move together in that direction, we're going to be harming each other. Listen, we have to look at this, Dr. K, as a whole world movement. We all must move together. Just our country can't do it. The next country over to Russia, they can't do it. We all have to work together. So that's how I'm starting to see this thing now.
Yeah. My whole process is that if it's a point of getting better, as you mentioned, we have to look at aspect of saying, well, one thing is to get better, but it's another to now you have to create a law for me to get better.
Yeah.
I don't see the equation in that. I don't see the balance in that. For me to get better, and say, well, for you to get better, this is the new law, and it could be say, well, no, you got to stand over in this box for you to get better today. Okay, what was happening when I was standing on the other side?
Right.
Better then. So, I challenge us to think and use logic before we get caught up into people using these different ambiguous terms and words to push us in a position to where we may hinder ourselves, we may harm ourselves in a greater aspect as a society.
I like that term, ambiguous, because these double meanings, they have to stop. We have to speak one language. You have to speak it clearly. And it really has to be understood that, listen, we're doing things, at least as far as it relates to laws, we're doing things to help make us the best that we can possibly be. Listen, I made reference already, this pandemic is real. I mean, when you look at the lives that are lost, when you look at right now, you don't even have to look too far down your block almost, because you know some neighbors that have contacted COVID-19, for instance, and have been in the hospital. I've known some people that are in the hospital, come out the hospital, had to go back into the hospital, and things of that nature. So this is real. It is really affecting us. Some people want to ignore it, but we can't afford to ignore it. We just can't. But like you said, we can't be ambiguous in our usage of direction, social direction for us. We must make it clear, and that's what Dr. K, you always say. You have to be a master of words, and so we have to understand that words carry volume and gravity, and they carry direction, and so we must be clear about the direction that we are giving when we give out these instructions. Listen, I'm all for law. I'm all with law, because law keeps us all on the same page, and that's what we all need to be, on the same page. But listen, when it comes to this, coming up with some frivolous stuff, okay, this week we're going to do it this way, next week we're going to do it that way. No, I'm not with that.
Right, yeah. It seems to take a turn, a tide, when we get caught up in the tide of turning, and it's just always if we become sheep, go this way, turn that way, move this way, so it's it's like we have somebody directing us, to go in a direction that we may not want to go. Like you say, we tend to gravitate towards logical aspect of laws, so everybody is on the same page. But as you and I well know, that sometimes that is not always the case. It tends to turn differently. We are caught in a situation like this as such. As we talk about this pandemic, it gives us a sense of, to me, as I look at it, it's a sense of entrapment, almost, because they tend to force you into a situation that you may not want to be a part of. Even though health officials may say, "Hey, this is the best thing for you. This is something that may help you," and like you say, we all know somebody that has been affected. But the question is, somebody's been affected. Other side of that is, who's benefiting? Who's asking that question? Who's benefiting from such as our topic is law, but here again, who would benefit from, if you create a law for this? Who would benefit from monetarily from this in reference to law? So those are questions to me that's not being asked. If we're gonna ask some questions, to me that would be one of my questions. I know. Who's benefiting from this?
Yeah, well, one of the things that we always have to look at is, like you said, who benefits from this? Who generates it? Where is it going? once these laws are in place, and who gains. Listen, it's all about who gains control. Everything to me, Dr. K, is about control. Listen, we know we have two political parties. They're battling for control. Instead of unity, working together for the people, they're battling for a control. And when you even look out at the big businesses, they're battling for control. Big pharmacy, control. Even the hospitals, you look at these commercials. I'm into a lot of commercials, man, and they're all about who controls the flow of society. Come to us so we can control everything. And so this is really what's happening. Who is even in control in getting this information out here to us? We're looking at, for instance, CDC, the Center of Disease Control. They were the voice. They're the voice speaking. So they want to be in control. They want to make the laws and the guidelines for us to follow. But then you have a battle even in that, Dr. K, where people are battling against CDC to get their voice out and control things. So who benefits from it is the ones that want control and supremacy. And they're not looking at, listen, let's work together for the unity of the people. I'm all about unity of the people, because that's what this country is all about, the Republic of the people. Right. And that has gotten so lost in our evolution as a nation. It's just now control of who is the richest, who is the baddest, and who has the biggest voice.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's where we see ourselves in this society. It's almost as we turn back the hands of time, looking at who's going to be the winner in this race. As we discussed before about this word race, here we are again. Things coming up again with race, which from race, the word racism gets involved. And we look at the ism behind racism. We're looking at a system that still wants to continue. It's as if, hey, the first race wasn't enough, so we gotta create another one. So as we take this journey in our next century of living, some of us have stepped over that middle mark of 50. Some of us are climbing with reference to age. Some of us are past and well moving past this 21st century. How do we gain to come up with solutions to our problems that we're having? As people say, "Oh, I woke up and it's sunny out." Okay, that's great. That's by eyesight that you see that.
Right.
But as you and I know, Minister P, what I'm pointing to is that the mind.
That's right.
What capacity did you wake up in? It's the key thing. Just because it's sunny out don't mean, and the sky is clear don't mean anybody woke up in their right mind and capacity. And that can be greater society all the way down to lower society. But as a whole, society's supposed to collectively come together to resolve issues. But as our show, we're going to bring our show to an end. Our show today is brought to you by Wakana for Life, CBD. If you feel like you're down, if you feel like you're out, we have our health. We have health products for the health, for the internal. We have for the external. We have for the visual, as reference to appearance. And we have as reference to for the mind. There's the CBD stuff that most people tend to stay away from because they're looking at the THC, marijuana side of it. But our people have been miseducated on the CBD aspect of health aspect of it, which is very beneficial. So I subscribe that you would join us in our quest in the CBD quest, and join me in the aspect of the supporting this CDC, I'm sorry, CDC, but CBD oils and treatment as reference to creating a healthy mindset. And if you want to be a great help to our show and want to see us move further in our quest, feel free to subscribe. Please like the video. Please donate. See across the screen there.
That's right.
Please donate to KTSE Media Cash App. We would greatly appreciate that. We'd love to have your donations.
Peace out.
And this is your host, Dr. K. Wayne, co-host Minister P. We will see you all next week. And join us at 11:45 on WKTSE Radio, if you will. The link will be listed in the description of our YouTube. So please join us there. And that's roughly in about 10 minutes. So Minister P and I will take a brief break. And we'll definitely will be black. And we'll be back.
That's right. Come on and join us.
See you guys soon.